This is LTV.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
Hello and welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarella. I'm here for the city, and yes, we're live this afternoon. Just trying to straighten out my tie. I don't know what happened. Is it this way? Is it in reverse? I don't know. Whatever it is, I'll get it straightened out. The phone number here on this October 13th is 978-534-1626. Nick Abruzzi is our guest this afternoon, Leominster Recreation Department Director. And, well, we're talking, he's got all kinds of things going on. He's very excited. And story time and walk around Barrett Park projects and teen programs and Halloween parade and so much more. But speaking of more, and I don't know why, but the screen, Bradley, is coming in so much more clear today. Is there a reason for that?
That's thanks to me. I was messing with the setting. Don't tell Alan.
Outstanding. Outstanding. So speaking of outstanding and more, let's go to the phones because we've got Art from the Art Report, and everybody waits all week for Art.
I got an event for you. An event of events of events.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Well, I think I'll do a little yard work and get ready for the pickup on the following Monday. And I'm out there busybody and waking and stuff. And I'm walking by the deck. I hear the phone ringing, and my wife yells through the screen, "You better get in here." And I goes, "Oh, my God, now what?" I go in, I said, "What's the matter?" She said, "We just got a call. Look, we had a bear in the backyard."
Come on.
Oh, yeah. And it was over by our flower garden, surveying what was left of the flowers. It had just left the Cormier house on Judy Drive, walked right down Judy, walked up my banking, up next to my neighbor's fence, and on my side, and then got through surveying the house, the flower garden, and then headed up the banking towards Dale.
Wow.
If I had been out there another 10 minutes, I would have had a full pocket of you-know-what. Then, being the nosy kids that are us old adults and nothing but kids with gray hair.
Yes.
We were standing outside, me and some of the gents, watching them pave and do this and that. And I couldn't help but notice how clean the P.J. Albert trucks were.
Oh, yeah.
One of the drivers was behind the wheel, so I went over, and he, big smile, and he said, younger guy, and he said, "What can I do for you, sir?" I goes, "I just want to compliment you on your truck." And he just lit up like a Christmas tree. He says, "Wow. Thank you very much." I said, "You know, it's important." I says, "I have a classic that I keep just as clean." And I said, for some reason, construction trucks especially are very hard to keep clean. And the stuff you're hauling is very difficult. But hats off to you and your boss and whoever is in charge of the fact that let's keep it looking good. Because, boy, did they stand out. And they looked wonderful. And I must compliment every single person on the crews, and there's about 10 of them that are working over here, are gentlemanly, friendly, and just out of their way. Do you need anything? Do you need this? And I asked them a question. I says, "I'm going to be going out in about 2 hours. Should I move my car now in case you need to block my driveway?" He said, "No, sir, you're all set. We wouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah." It's just been a pleasure to have an inconvenience if you look at it that way. And hats off to those guys. They were really, every one of them. End of rant.
Good to hear.
Well, it is, and it's typical of the aromatic sense in the city of Leominster. If I just made up something, I think it sounded pretty good, but it is. It's true. Everywhere you go, everybody's smiling. Nobody's got any reason to frown or be mad, and that's healthy.
Well, hopefully it's a certain way of doing business, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
and if you heard a sound, and I was running, that's probably the sound barrier because they're getting chased by a bear.
Is set the tone.
But that's it. That's all I got. But I was surprised to hear that it walked right down Judy Drive. My neighbor told me, just right down the middle of the road. Just taking a little stroll, and then he headed up towards the apple orchard. That's a good place to go.
Wow!
There's nobody out there picking apples.
Everybody's seeing bears except for me.
Wow, this is I saw one crossing Route 2 last year.
Yeah, you told me that.
Then I saw one on Route 2 that unfortunately met its demise, and then now this one here. This is crazy, and this is a good size.
Yeah. Well, look at you environmentalist, you.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the rain. We need the water.
Yeah. Well, we might get, according to the National Weather Service, we might get a good dosing.
Yeah, and looks like golf is slowly winding down. They're starting the winter aeration of the greens now.
Oh, yeah.
We can't get out because of a frost. It's a delay, usually about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we're early birds. So I'm pretty sure we played our last round of golf last week.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, so be it.
I saw him up at Newsnock.
Yeah. Anyway, have a good weekend.
All right,
everybody. Hugs, and have a good what's left of the week.
Yes, this is true. It seems like a strange week because Monday was Columbus Day and Indigenous Day and all that. So, all right, Ab, thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
for the full report. I'm trying to get, Bradley, I don't know if we just have bad signal in here, but I'm trying to pull up our live streaming and can't seem to do it. Don't see any. Are you guys on?
We're on. Let me know if you want me to come out and help.
I just think it's not. I don't think we have enough reception here.
Are you on our Wi-Fi?
Don't know.
Probably should be.
Leominster Community Development is.
Share.
They share. So what happens if I share it? Will people see it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So let me just look here for a second, see if I can catch it on Wi-Fi. No. Let me go to, hang on, everybody. By the way, 978-534-1626. I'll try to get us on the Wi-Fi for, Leominster TV guest. Apparently, that's what I'm on.
All right.
And then I'll look. You can see here that I'm giving you the
page.
Go to Facebook page, and it usually comes up and says Leominster TV. And it doesn't. Okay. So you go somewhere else, maybe? All right, let's get busy here. We're going to take a short break. Sorry about that. With Nick Abruzzi. He's coming back with the Leominster Recreation Department. We're going to remind you Saturday night. It looks like October 15th, 6:30 p.m., St. Leo's Parish. The Fuge presents St. Leo's 150th, and the event is called A Sentimental Journey. Sounds like a Frank Sinatra song. Sentimental. Is that a Frank Sinatra song? Who's singing? Isn't that a song, Carl? Sentimental Journey. You would know that.
I think Doris Day may have made that.
Okay. A Great American Song book with wine and cheese to benefit a new organ fund. So they're looking to raise money to get a new organ. Are we on there?
Yeah, you're all good here.
Yeah? What would happen?
Yes, sir.
What do you do? Go to the LTV site?
Yes.
Okay. So are we on right now?
All good.
I don't see us.
So I ended on your page. You should be able to scroll down and see your share.
Okay.
I'll verify in here.
I just want to see if I could comment and stuff. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. So, Fuge, St. Leo's 150th anniversary of Sentimental Journey. You get tickets by calling 978-537-7257. $12. You got to be 15 years of age to get in, and we'll take a short break. How about that? You guys ready for a break back there? And we'll be right back here at Inside Leominster, 978-534-1626.
All right, ready?
Yes.
1,
12, 15.
2, 3.
Hey! We have a little citation here. We never did a grand opening at your other location. So
No.
it's grand opening plus expansion,
Yes.
moving.
Perfect.
So
take it.
Gardner Furniture Outlet, we have Leominster Access Television here today. So this is their first look through, right, Bradley? So we want to congratulate you. This is your chance to do a little commercial and tell people about your business and a little history behind who you are and
Sure.
and new location. So there you go.
Yeah, so we opened up our first store in Gardner in August of 2015. We started out as a little store on one floor. We grew to 2 floors in Gardner. We saw the Toys R Us building empty about a little over 3 years ago. We took that building on. We were over there for about 3.5 years. Saw the opportunity in this beautiful Macy's location. And Macy's makes for a beautiful showroom in regards to furniture. We're excited to be here. We're excited to service this area in Greater Leominster. And again, we're Gardner Outlet Furniture, and we'll be here a while.
Thank you. Great job. I mean,
Thank
you
you
got to
so much.
walk in here to, you can't explain it. You got to walk in here
Yes.
to see it, and there's price points and different
Yeah,
styles.
we got a little bit for everyone. In this size of a showroom, we're able to do that. Different price points, styles, a little bit for everyone. We have a lot of stock. We always have a lot of stock. Lead times are coming way, way down comparatively to what they were last year. Come in and see us. I guarantee you, we'll have something for you at the right price point, the right style. 70,000 square feet, we'll find something for you.
And we're back here. You want to talk about furniture? Whew. It's like a football field full of furniture. Anyway, thanks to them. Nick, thank you for coming down yesterday.
Thank you.
And we're back here at Inside Leominster at any particular point. You have a question? 978-534-1626. And I have a question. Carl, nor Alan Redstone, or I could answer this question. So there used to be a couple of horse ranches, right? Stable, I guess, in Leominster. One was 40 acres. That was at the end of Johnny Appleseed Lane. And we remember that one. But there was yet another one on Willard Street. It's where the, what is it? What's the name of the complex down there? It begins with a P. Piedmont, no. Pennacook Point 2 or something. And there used to be a farm there. And they used to give hay rides. I remember that on like a Friday or Saturday night. Anybody remember the name of the farm? Anybody remember? But yeah, they used to, I don't know, you could pay 50 cents on a Friday night or Saturday, and they'd take you out and bring you, add a little loop that they followed. If anybody remembers, you can post it on Facebook, or you can just call if you don't want to come on the air, and you want to just call, just give us a call at 534-1626, and you can leave the message with whoever answers the phone back there, whether it's, right? I don't know who answers the phone. Bradley, you answer the phone? So Bradley will answer the phone. You can give. So we're trying to rack our brains out, trying to figure this out, and we haven't been able to do so. So if you remember it, it was right down on Willard Street. So if you're going down Lancaster Street, you take a right. If you're coming down Central, you take a left. And it'd be on your right-hand side if you're coming down from Central Street. So if you remember, let us know. All right. Hey, Nick, thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for having me.
And just a little background, Nick used to work in the city of Waltham.
Waltham, yep.
Similar cities.
Yep.
They're bigger than us.
A little bit bigger, yeah.
But the demographics, I think we might be a little more diverse.
Yep.
And
Similar.
Yeah. And so you've come here, you're excited about a lot of things.
Yep, very excited.
But one of the areas that I'm excited about, because that's what brought up the subject about the hay rides,
Yep.
was when I was a kid, there was very little to do. So you could go to bowling, but you had to have money, and once you were out of money, you're done.
Yep.
You could go to the local playgrounds, but that was just that once you reach a certain age, there's not much for you. And then, as I said, you could go to this farm where, like, for 50 cents, they take you on a hayride through the streets or whatever. It wasn't much. You can go to there was some things, but not a whole lot, right? So you have put together some real wonderful teen programs.
Oh, thank you.
And have you had any yet? Did you have one already?
They haven't started yet. We have an upcoming trip to Boundless Adventures, which is a rope course. We have close to 20 middle school kids signed up. It's the first
Already?
time. Yeah, first time we've offered it.
Wow,
yeah, so
that's
pretty
wonderful.
excited. The hope is to eventually have a teen center for the kids. Have a productive place to go on a Friday and Saturday.
Right.
But we're just trying to
Get going.
get familiar with some of these kids, connect
with these students.
And we're just
the
offering
parents.
sports programs, launch trampoline park, school vacation programs. We just started an archery program up at the Sportsman Club, which is really popular. So yeah, just trying to throw as many things out there as we can to try to, like you said, that age group, once you get to that certain point, there's not a lot for them to do. We're trying to find ways to bridge the gap before they get to high school.
So one person says to their friends, "Hey, let's go to let's go to the zip lines."
Exactly.
Or you have a leadership program coming up.
Well, I think the leadership program too is something we're hoping that evolves into a summer leadership program that eventually these kids will become employees of ours as they get into high school.
That's
so
a really good way to recruit.
Yeah, trying to recruit them. So
Teen History Exploration American Heritage Museum.
Yep.
That is November.
Yep, that we're shooting for November with that.
Grades 6 to 8, $30 a piece.
Yep.
Transportation is provided.
We got a grant that we're working on to help defray some of the costs for these programs, and so we're really trying to throw as much educational and entertainment type programs out to the community for middle school age, in all ages, but for mainly middle school.
Once we get refined and polish up the website, we'll be able to have not just the library or the rec department, but kind of mesh in all the different departments. So if somebody's age is this to this, here are the programs that are going on.
These. Yeah, exactly.
His age is this to this. So I put all this stuff together and I have to go through all these calendars just to find out that you have a young 3-year-old and there's story time at one place and there's learning to do this at another place. You just kind of click on it.
Just have a general board that shows everything.
Exactly.
Yep.
What else? You got STEAM.
Yep. We're doing Snapology, which is like engineering and robotics programs we're throwing out for the kids. We're currently in that. We're also going to piggyback that into the wintertime with App Inventors, where we're going to teach kids how to develop their own apps. And then circuit.
I'm coming to that one.
Circuit making. Looking forward to the winter. We're going to have snow skiboarding lessons. We're offering tubing trips for the teenagers. I'm going to be teaching CPR and first aid classes for anybody in the community that wants to get that. Adult yoga, adult fitness. We're going to offer skating at Barrett Park, as we always do, as well as we're looking at doing skating lessons for kids at an area skating rink as well. And then we're bringing in some animal adventure programs that we're going to have. A big focus that I really want to concentrate on is during the vacation weeks is really occupying the kids' time when they have opportunities, during the daytime to get them.
We did
in
that last year for the winter vacations and spring, Easter vacation. It worked out well.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's just you can offer things day and night, which is great. So we'll be offering some trips. We'll be offering some. We've asked for the room at City Hall and over at Barrett as well. So we'll be having a bunch of things going on. Just to, again, it's one of those things that when you get them during those vacation weeks, you can also build towards marketing towards summer programs as well.
And even though you got the week off or something, it's like, okay, now what?
We got to find something, and you want it to be affordable too. Which I think is important. So.
Halloween parade is coming up on the 22nd.
A week from Saturday.
That's quick.
1 to 3.
Get your costumes ready. That's always a big event.
Big parade. We'll have games for the kids to play, some prizes for the kids, and just going to be a great event. So the staff's working
We have a
hard
little
on that.
parade if you'd like to participate in it. You are the parade. It's people in the parade. If you want to put a float together or something, fine.
Yep.
But also, we encourage businesses to come downtown. So you don't have to be necessarily a business downtown to participate. But you can You know, you can move, you can set up a little booth and give out candy or maybe do an activity or something. It's a short event. It doesn't last all day.
It's
so
like
that's
1 to 3.
Yeah, so even if, you know, you're like, yeah, I can't find the staff to do it, you come down 1 to 3 o'clock, we wrap this thing up.
It's done.
Kids take off, they go to every single booth, get some candy, we have some entertainment, but it moves quick.
It does, yeah.
But there's a lot of kids, a ton of people come. And
that's
so
great.
even if you're an adult, you're welcome to come. And come dressed in a Halloween costume or bring a bag for treats.
Yep, absolutely.
So this is exciting. 534-7529 is the phone number at the rec department.
That's correct.
What else?
Just programs, just digging in on the programs. We're also working on a couple of projects that are very important to the community. Yep, the skate park, which has been in design for a long time, we broke ground on construction there. So they're working over pretty much 6 days a week trying to get that up and running, and we're very excited. You can start to see the footprint of it now. They haven't done the concrete yet, but you can see
getting ready to pour.
You can see the definition of it, which is really nice. And then we're also, the order's been put through for the equipment for Barrett Park. We're replacing the playground up at Barrett Park.
That's exciting.
Which is great.
Before you were here, Barrett Park was just kind of, you know, woods, and it wasn't really kept well. We never really had the funding to keep it right. And, you know, when times get tough, sometimes there isn't those funds to do it. But I think we've put something together, you know, and I hate to use the word over and over, but sustainable. So even during the bad times, because we saw during COVID, all our parks were full. Everybody's parks were full. And people discovered or rediscovered, heck, we got all these. Just yesterday we went for a short walk up through the back of Distributing Reservoir, which is the end of Exchange Street. And it's got, I mean, from there, you just go forever. It goes to the top of the quarries. But from there are trails that go left and right and all over the place.
I was amazed when I came to Leominster just to see how much open space and trails that are available. And I mean, Barrett Park is a jewel, you know, just to be able to go in and see the resources there.
Quiet.
We're offering programs now for Nick Kremp from the Conservation Commission's running.
How'd the first one go?
Excellent.
We had
a good showing there.
Good.
He's going to do, we're hoping a couple more.
And you know what? It gets young adults away from the computer. Them, and then you know what? It gets them to discover. Maybe somebody in the families, you know, from the city, and they don't know. I mean, I have to be taught everything. I'm not kind of the woodsy guy. But I learn something every day. And that's exactly where you learn it. That's where people develop their love for.
It's true.
You know, the woods and trails and
the younger we can start them, the better. It's it's lifelong, you know, enjoyment.
Get these quarries up there, man. What a cool thing.
It's crazy.
These quarries are amazing.
Amazing.
And we're lucky to have them. You can walk up them or you can walk around them. I choose to walk around. Then when you get to the very top of Moosnock Hill, you can just look out. There's one side you get from the end of West Street, which looks out over the, say, Kmart area there, and Twin City Mall. And the other one looks out over Princeton and Mount Wachusett. Just beautiful up there. Just beautiful.
I was amazed when I went up there. We were actually offering golf lessons, so I went up just to talk to people up in that area, and I could not believe the views that I saw. It was great.
They're just crazy,
Beautiful.
So we get the Halloween parade, skate park's going, the expansion of park grant that we got for Barrett Park. And I think it sounds like, you know, the vibe is going to be, you know, try to offer something for everybody and keep it moving. And
want to keep pushing, just keep offering as much as we can. And
so the walk went well. So then, is he going to do another walk? Has he got that scheduled? I didn't see it.
We need to finalize dates on it, but he was very excited about doing the first one, so we're pretty pumped about.
And if you've got a captive audience from the first one,
it's going to word of mouth, like you said.
You can reach out to them and say, "Got a second one? Bring your friends." And you just keep publicizing.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah,
wonderful.
A lot of good stuff.
So we did STEM. What else? The rope thing is pretty good. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're excited. That's going to be on the 19th. Like I said, we're close to 20.
So next week, that's Wednesday?
20 students that we're going to be bringing over there. And
bring gloves and a complete waiver. Gloves can be gardening gloves, or baseball batting gloves, anything. Winter gloves, mittens are not allowed because they get caught up in the rope. And you don't want to get caught up in the rope.
So there's still a couple spots left, anyone that's interested, but
really?
That's going to be a great program.
How many people you got going?
We capped it, I think, at like 22 for the first one.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to start a base and really build off of that.
And once they hear about it, and they refer other people to it, then it becomes more and more popular. But you got to get the thing started.
Absolutely.
Then teen sports, games, and more?
So we're going to try to make it a seasonal thing where we run from fall, winter, and spring, offering these same programs just to build up some continuity with these kids. And then eventually lead into, like I said, the summer programs and hopefully have them one day. Middle school kids especially, we want to develop a summer leadership program where they can get real life skills, on the job working with us, and then eventually they become our counselors.
Are you in the schools, like at Samoset School?
We haven't done that yet, but we will be. Yeah,
right.
As we go forward into the school year, we will be.
We should maybe have a sit down and kind of go over some of the things that we're doing, to kind of put it all together.
Yep, absolutely.
978-534-1626. If you've just joined us, the name of the show is Inside Leominster, and we're here every Thursday, and we're here from 4 to 5, and during the holidays when we have Santa here, Nick, he has a schedule where he puts it in like the day after Christmas, and he has us for what time? 6:30 to 7:30. We do it at night. A couple times we do a night show, but we pretty much moved it. It's easier for our guests. A lot of times our guests were traveling from long distances, and by the time they get out of here at 7:30, then we talk after. They leave here, it's 8 o'clock. So it's gotten a lot easier to get guests in here, and so anyway, that's a good thing. So teen sports and more, and winter bingo.
Starting a family bingo night, just up
that's
at the
cool.
just to get the families together.
This is awesome, great stuff. Now, people can. You're doing a lot more online, where people can register online.
We offer walk-in for anyone that doesn't want to do online, but I mean, 98% of the people that we're registering are online, which is great.
And in case you want to know where they are, they're actual offices, and they are handicap and all accessible.
Yep.
They are up at Barrett Park, which is off of Chestnut Street, and open regular hours 8:30 to 4, and we're open Thursday nights till 5:30. So if you want to make a phone call, 534-7529 direct, and you can speak to them and maybe have some ideas. The other thing, like the Boys and Girls Club, volunteers. If you have some skill or hobby or something you think students would be interested in, by all means, let Nick know. And we have a board of directors, commission. Let them know, and you can always add you and try it out and see.
I think, and that's one of the things I'd love to just mention is that high school kids, college kids, where we want to bring in young, energetic people to work with the kids, and anyone that's looking for part-time jobs, where we want to talk to you. So.
And even if it's a season ahead, stop up and say, hey, listen, and that's what the leadership program would be good at, right? Take the leadership course and then kind of recruit from there.
Exactly.
As to,
it's your bridge to the, to get them to full-time or part-time employment.
The police academy. It's the academy, the cadets.
Exactly. In training.
What else do we have? Did I forget anything, Nick? I know it's been busy.
Yeah, no, everything's been really good. Like I said, we're working on grants. We're working on projects, future things. Some of the parks we're looking at doing, some new playground potentially, improvements over the next couple of years, and some handicap accessibility issues we want to, tackle. And outside of that, it's just
pickleball is busy.
Pickleball is big. Tennis, the tennis
courts are busy. The playground at Imagination Station over there at Doyle Field is busy. All of Doyle Field is busy. All the parks are busy.
It's nice to see a lot of people outside.
It
really is.
It's a good thing.
Yep.
And I know cell phones and Googling, and that's why last week I was like, can't somebody put something in print anymore? Thankfully, I'll read Yankee magazine because it's still in print. I'll read some things just because it's still in print.
Yep.
Otherwise, nothing's in print.
Everything's
but
online.
we look at computers all day. I look at a screen all day.
Yep.
Last thing I want to do when I get home, and if I have an hour or a half hour, I used to bring all my reading material home.
Yep.
Well, I'm less likely to pop it up at night.
Yep.
I would go through it at night.
Right.
Reading material.
Yep.
But now that it's online, I'm like, oh, my eyes just can't do anymore.
Well, that's why it's so nice to get out to the parks, just to get away from any of the computer screens and phones and just unplug. It's really nice.
The new bike/skate park's going to be exciting.
That's pump track and skate park, and that's something I think a lot of the community is going to enjoy. And it's something that you can get out, be active, and you have the basketball courts are right there. You have the open space right there. So it's going to be really nice over the years as we kind of develop that park. It's going to be a lot to offer for the community. So.
And as we last year, as I said, we started to kind of mesh all the different departments and say, let's put a master schedule together for for the Christmas holiday vacation.
Yep.
And it worked out real well. Some days, we had the library, the schools. The schools didn't participate in that one because it was their week off.
Yep.
But all the other departments participated, and it worked out really well.
Yep.
I mean, everything was well attended, and we had indoor, outdoor.
Yep.
We had sliding at the at the Francis Drake School.
Yep.
at ice skating.
Yep.
We have an ice skating rink downtown. That's all weather. You know, that's
Permitting.
all kind of,
Yeah.
you know, weather. In Waltham, did they have an outdoor
We used to,
skating rink?
way back, we froze over a couple of locations,
Yep.
and it was just, like you said, the weather was just so
Yeah.
on and off. We actually had an indoor rink that we operated. So we took that over in 2005. So once we got that, we stopped doing the freeze over ones. But
just something about downtown.
oh,
It
it's
was
such
pretty
a great,
cool.
oh, it's such a cool.
We got the lights on.
Absolutely.
Even people that didn't skate
Yep.
came through and they said, you know what? How cool.
It's a great
how
atmosphere.
Norman Rockwall, how New England.
It's
you
true.
know?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, thanks a million. And anytime you need to come on,
I appreciate
let us
it.
know. And we'll get a meeting again soon to talk about, you know, putting a master schedule together again. We've got
Sounds good.
Stephanie Mallard working on the graphic arts
Yep.
and putting some real cool things together for us.
Awesome.
And so that's been a big help. We got a new website.
Mm-hmm.
We use, you know, social media to push out the information. We have signboards around town. The Cannoli Fest went off
Yep.
very well.
Yep.
Very well. And our next big events are the parade.
Yeah, and it's awesome, you know, coming from Waltham, you know, where I was there for a long time, coming into Leominster and seeing all the events that Leominster does for the community is just, it's absolutely amazing. So I'm excited to be a part of that. So.
Yeah, and we, you know, as you know, when we talked when you first got hired, affordable.
Yep.
This is an area, we're not Waltham, nothing against Waltham,
Yep.
but we're not Wellesley or Concord or whatever. And
Right.
so a lot of working class, middle class, people that work in, you know, in service-related business or retail or, you know, in the healthcare industry, and, you know, rents have gone up for them. The cost of everything, you saw today, the consumer price index,
Yep.
again, gone up further than they thought. And you spend a day and you take your kids anywhere.
Right.
And I don't care. Everybody charges today for
True.
everything.
Yeah, and everything's going up.
I get it. You know,
Yep.
it's a business. It needs to
Yep.
make a profit. And but we've been super successful,
Mm-hmm.
and all the other communities around us have kind of mirrored us
Right.
and said, "Geez, look at what they do now. Look at whether a good look at the reaction they get."
Yep.
And you know, the businesses help sponsor and individuals sponsor. I just signed all the thank you cards for the Starburst, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a whole lot of local businesses,
Yep.
from 25 to 250 to Leominster Credit Union, our big sponsor. Outstanding.
Yeah.
You know, and it, you know,
It builds a huge amount of pride in the community.
yeah.
Yep.
But people should understand, $10
Yeah.
towards an event.
Yep.
$10,
Yep.
15, 20 bucks, whatever you can afford, is a big deal.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
And so anyway, thank you. Hang in there and just keep having fun.
Absolutely.
And just remember, you know, I try to remember when I was a kid, right? You know, what were the things that lit up your eyes?
Yep.
When you see when we have the winter stroll, and when you see how many kids show up to this Halloween parade, it's the largest in the state.
Wow.
It is. So you get, before you turn around City Hall towards the fire station, you look back and there's still kids coming
like a
out of
sea of
Walgreens.
people.
It's just a sea, and it's all the way
Yep.
from curb to curb.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep. Well,
Nick
thank you for
Abruzzi
having
from
me.
the Leominster Recreation Department. He's the director, and we do take, you know, volunteers. A lot of times volunteers
Call us.
turn into our commissioners.
Yep, call us.
But again, you might have a, you know, a particular, you know, something, a hobby that students who really, you might not think they'd be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I had a young kid stop me the other day, and he said, "Hey, Maz." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I heard you have a little collection of old radios." And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, something I'm trying to do is, you know, collect little old transistor radios and stuff." And I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And he said, I'm amazed by it. You know, you put a little battery in the back, and you could actually tune it, and it came before, you know, these phones and everything else."
Yep.
And he was so excited about it. And I said, yeah, you know, I don't have any transistor radios, but you know, I have old radios that if you want to take a look at someday,
Yep.
you know, come down with your parents, we'll take a look.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, we're going to take a short break here. And we don't have any transistor radios here. Maybe Carl's got one at his home. No? You guys don't have a... do you know what a transistor radio is?
I think we have one on the shelf over there.
Do you really?
I think so.
All right. But you at least you know what one is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, they were excited. And they used to come in flavors. They actually came in flavors. Let's see. Dominic says, nice job on the Leominster MA MyRec.com info default website. Yep. So looks like you got it covered. But yeah, does anybody remember on Willard Street, there used to be a farm down there that took kids out on hay rides. I was one of those kids. And yes, please, somebody tell me. I can't remember. Call us. You don't have to come on here. 534-1620. 26. As I said, we'll get together with the middle school principals so that we can let them know what we're doing.
Sure.
They can let us know what they're doing.
Yep.
And
Recruit.
we can cross-advertise so that,
Absolutely.
we're just providing more opportunities for students. But this leadership program is a really good,
Yeah, we're excited.
good idea.
Yep, we're excited.
I think you're going to see that you're going to be at maximum capacity by
I
the time
hope. That's what we're hoping.
you're through.
All right.
All right, thank you. We're going to take another short break. We're going to come back and fill you in on everything that's going on. We'll give you pictures of the week and send you on your way to supper.
There you go.
You know, good day for grilled cheese and
Tomato soup.
soup. Italian wedding soup, some soup, tomato soup, whatever soup it is, but perfect day for that. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Look at, everyone was worried about a little rain.
It cleared up just in time.
There's not a cloud in the sky now.
It was pouring in Fitchburg.
But all day it would start raining and then stop.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And look at, like, I'm still trying to figure out why we all stand in line. There it is, 6 o'clock. Why it is that we all stand.
Check your watch.
See, you know you're from Leominster if that sound doesn't bother you. If it does bother you, then mixed. But I'm still amazed. We all come down and we'll just stand in line forever to get a cannoli. It's amazing. I think it, you know what it is?
The weather.
Well, takes a plus.
Social.
You know what? It's a good icebreaker. Everybody can talk to anybody. You don't really need a subject matter. It's like, hey, what kind did you get? Next thing you know, in a full boat conversation, and then you get married. Anyway, thank
How
you,
many
everybody.
weddings do you think there'll be?
I don't know, but I know there are people that met here in line. The same thing in the Beer Fest. People have met here. And I'm still waiting. Maybe we'll have someday we'll have a wedding here from people who say maybe that they actually met each other at the cannoli fest.
But you'll let me sing, right?
Yes, absolutely. Did you get a cannoli yet? You know, we need a good Jewish deli day. You know that? We can pastrami. You know what? Let's do that. We need a pastrami
Can I be
day.
in charge?
Yes, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. But there is nothing better, nothing better in the world. Anyway, thank you. Cannoli Fest 2022 off
Great to be here.
with a bang.
Thank you.
Maybe. And that was the Cannoli Fest. Wow. 4:15, 4:30, there were already lines down the street. And people said, let me get there early because these lines could go forever. A couple of vendors ran out. But, I understand because they don't know how much to prepare. And you don't want to get, on a Monday night, do you really want to get stuck with like 200 cannolis if you don't sell them? So they're on the conservative side, but a lot of others, had supply. And then the crowd shifted over to them. And as I said, Alan, who does a great job, he gets called upon by the Woosocks to sing and veterans events and everything. He retired from the post office here in Leominster. But, he went to Connecticut one day to get me a good pastrami sandwich. And it was this place in that we both knew about. And so one day he ventured out. And there is something to be said. Yeah, can you buy pastrami and make a pastrami sandwich? Yes. But, sometimes it's got a lot of fat in it, it's strandy, but a good pastrami sandwich, not easy to come by. So I said to Alan, we got to try this. Even if it's a little event, we'll get it started. I said, we need like, a pastrami, a good Jewish sandwich day or something. We need to call it something. And I think we'll do okay with that. But we've got to get the right vendors because it's got to be, not everybody makes one. I mean, I'll make one, but not everybody makes a good one. And here we go at 978-534-1626. Come on. Nobody remembers what that, there was 40 acres in Leominster. That was at the end of Johnny Appleseed Lane. Marty, what was Marty? Boise, what was it, Boise? Marty, well, anyway, Marty owned it, right? And then there was another one on Willard Street. And anybody know what the name of it was? Because I went to school with one of the kids, his dad owned it. I just can't remember what it was. All right, so we talked about the rec department today and everything that they were doing, and the library. If you want to know what's going on at the library, all you have to do is go to leominsterlibrary.org. They have something going on every day. And listen to this. Talk about planning. It's November. They've already got November planned out. Oh, and by the way, Thanksgiving, they'll be closed. Imagine that. I mean, we're looking today, tomorrow at the 14th, about half the month is gone by Saturday. Can you believe this? And
No, I don't know what happened to October.
yeah, I mean, what happened to September? Hopefully, we've had really good weather. And last week, up until Thursday, all the leaves were just green and had a little bit of color. And everybody was commenting, and all the weather meteorologists said it's probably not going to be a real good year for leaf peeping. And Thursday and Friday and Saturday, bang, it's like somebody sprinkled magic dust on the landscape, and suddenly, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as well, and all this week, it's been absolutely beautiful. Now, we could get a storm, and that might take some of the leaves, it might take some of the leaves off, so we kind of miss out on some of that, but hopefully it doesn't. But anyway, the Leominster Public Library's got you covered no matter what. And if you'd like a parking pass for the garage downtown, this is underneath. The passes are $250. They're for a full year. First come, first serve. And so if we sell 20 spots, we reserve 20 spots. So it might not always be the same spot, but you're going to get a spot no matter what, reserved for you. So those days when it's raining real hard, there's a snowstorm, ice storm, whatever, you are going to have a spot. Any questions? 978-534-7500. Maybe you've been thinking about a career change. Maybe you're 18 years and older and you didn't go to college, but you've been thinking about, I don't know, I've been working, but nothing seems to excite me. Go to Mass Bio Ed, and they have some apprenticeship programs available to you. And they pay you for these apprenticeship programs, and then 99% of the time, you're going to get a job out of this at the end. Hey, Clash at the Club 3, Pro Wrestling Live, Saturday night, November 12th, at the Boys and Girls Club, and featuring former WWW superstar Gangrel is going to be there. And myself, and yeah, this is right, breaking news, you'll hear it first, myself and Mera De Natali are going to be there on November 12th. Now, it's a busy night because they have the Hall of Fame over there at, I think, at the 4 Points. But we're going to make it all work somehow. General admission, $20, $40 to sit in the front row. And nothing like Pro Wrestling Live Clash at the Club 3. Imagine that all proceeds go to benefit the Boys and Girls Club. How's that? Let's do some slides. Let's do some slides. Here we go, kids. These are the numbers as of, these are 7-day numbers, okay? And as of October 8th. And you can see the numbers are pretty much the same. Amount of people that got tested, 118,545. 8,430 people tested positive. 49 people tested passed away. One is too many. 2,062 over here in all of Worcester County. Look at the bottom numbers here. Hospitalizations across the state. There are 4,000 beds. That's 758 in hospitals right now. That's up 64. That's up considerably. We were down around 500. Intensive care at 72 and intubated at 22, so we're up in those categories. For us, we're at about 116, so we're at the high 50s per week. They give us a 2-week number there, so there you go. It is Disaster Day, English Language Day, International Day of Disaster Risk Reduction, International Day for Failure, Skeptics Day, M&M Day, No Broad Day, Train Your Brain Day, Transfer Money to Your Son Day, Birthday Day, the Navy's birthday, it's World Sight Day, and World Thermosis Day. There you go. Today in history, Kukla, Fran and Ollie premiere, 1947. Can you believe that? 1963, the term Beatlemania is pretty much coined after the Beatles appear in London. In 1966, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix Experience debuts with American guitarist Jimi Hendrix, British bassist Noel Redding, and British drummer Mitch Mitchell. 1978, it's the 52nd Street. Remember? Sixth studio album by Billy Joel. It got the 1979 Grammy Award. 1997, how old is Billy Joel? 1978, 52nd Street. I already said that, didn't I? I was just checking to see if you guys picked up on that.
Billy Joel is 73.
Is he? Okay. Well, he's been at it for a long time. 1997, Andy Green's jet-powered car reaches 750 miles an hour. They pretty much do that on Route 2 now. 2016, American songwriter Bob Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. That's interesting, huh? And in 2021, last year, William Shatner becomes the oldest person to reach space traveling aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket on a 10-minute flight. Sholin Farms, your farm. You live here, work here, pay taxes here, buy things here. It's your farm, okay? 10 to 5 o'clock every day, and everything is perfect up there right now, right? You've got everything. You got McGowan apples, Macintosh, Cortlands. I got some Shih Tzus, Shishukas or something. I haven't tried one yet, but I got them the other day. So 10 to 5, that's your farm, support it. Just talked a little bit about it, but the highlights are we put a map together. That's Leominster Frights, so everybody can go see everybody's displays. Then the 22nd, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, 1 to 3 o'clock, is the Halloween parade downtown. The 31st is Trick or Treat, 6 to 8. And then we kick into Festival of Trees, Small Business Saturday, Leominster Lights, and the Winter Stroll. This Saturday, which will be October 15th, Teen Pie and Pumpkin Picnic. Say that. Go ahead, Bradley, try it. Teen Pie and Pumpkin Picnic. Huh? You think that's easy? No. Happening over at the Leominster Public Library, 2 to 3 o'clock, decorate pumpkins while enjoying an assortment of pies and apple cider. Registration is required. You see the number. Just go to leominsterlibrary.org and look for a teen event. Leaf and yard waste, well, if the leaves come down this weekend, we'll be out there picking them up. But remember, you can put them in those bags, paper bags. You can put them in regular barrels, but leave the lid off so they know what's in it. And no biodegradable plastic bags because we can't tell if they're biodegradable. But everything else is okay. You can put them in little cardboard boxes, and we will pick them up right up until November 22nd. Pictures of the week, drum roll, please. Wow. I knew we were buying a new brush truck, and what these things are capable. These pieces of equipment are amazing. And I applaud the fire department because they help build this in a way they just do. They look at what other communities have done, what their needs are. This truck can get in places that you cannot imagine. So that's our new brush truck. It's on the way from Florida. Building scarecrows at Sholin. What a wonderful event. It was really nice. They had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for all your support. And thank you to the paid staff, which there are many, and all the volunteers at Sholin Farms, because without you, none of this would happen. And they did a great job. It was nice to see everybody up there that day. And it's a great day for a walk in honor of Michael's Run. And there they are making a financial donation to Kylie's Care Kits. And what a wonderful day. So many nice people walking and running, and just a nice day and for a great cause. So thank you all who showed up. There's the lines for the Cannoli Fest. And I keep thinking to myself, cannoli? So this actually started as kind of a... So I was going to get some of my friends. My friends are pretty much the same friends I had when I was at Lancaster Street School, and a few others along the way. And I was just going to get us downtown and get us together, because sometimes, like, around the holidays, we try to get together, go to breakfast, or go to a restaurant. But it's hard getting everybody together, and we try around Thanksgiving before the game. And last year we went to the where do we go? Franco Vets for breakfast. So we try, we really do. But sometimes it gets hard. So I said, let's do something. October, we'll get some cheese, we'll get some cannolis, we'll come downtown. The next thing I know, everyone wants to come. The next thing I know, we're getting vendors. We open it up. Everybody wants to come. Lines of, the first time we had it, people lined up until midnight, after midnight. Can you imagine that? After midnight. And there were still lines and long lines, but the vendors are better prepared now. So anyway, huge success. Thank you. And, if you have an idea for a pop-up event, just a little, not every event has to be a huge event. Thinking about what we can do during the stroll, because during the Festival of the Trees, because the whole auditorium is decorated We have the Colonial Band. We have Montezuma Chorale. But we're open, maybe some of the schools this year. Last year, a couple of schools used it. But, we're available for other things. Yes, we are. We're available if somebody wanted to help put an art show together where people brought in art that best described their culture, or the religious beliefs. That would be perfect, right? How do you celebrate the holidays in art form? And Route 2 and Water Tower Plaza, work continues. This is big work. This isn't $1 million or $500,000 worth of work. And yesterday we had to detour people through the shopping mall. But this is major work. They are literally reconstructing and rebuilding that entire roadway there on Route 12. Look at the size of the pipes. So we dig a hole. The size of the hole is huge. Gas lines, little small lines, the small hole, small bucket. These things are massive to get down to the depths that we need to. So work continues. Judy Drive, we're up there in our buddy Art. We're up in his neighborhood. DPW continues work at Graham and Eden Glen, which is water lines, new water lines for those streets. And the brickwork coming along. Now you can start to see the character of the new police station. We'll be taking a tour, I believe, next week or the week after, see how things are coming. And then we are for the grand opening of Gardner Furniture. State Police, listen to this. Who shows up on our bike trail today, Bradley? Yep, the Twin City Rail Trail. Guess who shows up? Massachusetts State Police. Guess what they show up with? Horses. How cool it was. How cool is that, huh? There we go.
Is that allowed on the rail trail?
Yes, it is. Sure it is.
If I had known that, I would have taken my horse out.
It's a horse of a different color. Yeah. You can skateboard. You can pretty much do everything on the rail trail. It's pretty much open to everything. I mean, I wouldn't bring, a Harley down there or anything. A little hovercraft, rollerblades. I was reading the other day where rollerblading is making a comeback. I guess it was a big thing, and then it kind of went off to the side. People jumped on bikes, and that was a little bit of a step back, but I guess it's coming back. Same as skateboard. Skateboard, I don't think skateboarding, I think it was a big thing. It was the thing. It was a big thing for a long time. And then it faded a little, but everywhere I go, I still see kids with skateboards. So anyway, that's, if you have any last-minute things here, 978-534-1626. We've got the Halloween parade coming up, and then, spend the holidays in Leominster, which is a calendar of all of the different events. Now, if you have an event and you would like to invite the public to it, so you have a church or nonprofit or whatever it might be, let us know, because we put a calendar out every year, somewhere around just before Thanksgiving. If you'd like to be included in that, then give us much information as you can. You can call our office, you can email us, and let us know what that event is. It's very difficult to help promote an event later on because it just gets busy and confusing because so much is going on. So we like to put it out in paper form, put it on our website, something that you can keep. And every day of the week, if there's a concert, if there's something going on in the schools, something going on in a church where maybe they're having a Christmas pageant, whatever it might be. You got something going on, by all means, let us know. And again, you can call us at 534-7500 at City Hall Extension 0, and we'll get you on that list. We have our own list to put on, but please let us know. Maybe you have a school event, and you want to open it up to the public. You want the public to come in, and somebody doesn't have kids or grandkids or any connection directly to the schools, but you want to bring the public in and show them the wonderful things that students are doing and their teachers and aides. Let us know. Please do. All right, we're just about out of time here at Inside Leominster, are we? Do we have a little bit of time left? We have a little bit of time left? We've got to wrap it up. All right, thanks for watching. Yes, don't forget, you get us a good guest, and we get you a cup. What does that cup say? It says 3 o'clock Club, Inside Leominster, Mayor Dean Mazzarella, and LTV every Thursday in Leominster TV, and 9 o'clock briefing. We got you covered there, all over the place. So get us an interesting guest, hopefully with a connection from Leominster, so somebody that's running a business, somebody that's in the middle, somebody you can connect us with that has something interesting to say that we can get on the air here and get on our show. All right. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. You need to show up. Good night.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisInsuranceAgency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
This is LTV.